In this video, we are going to build a happy birthday melody song using an Arduino. You are not only going to get the great insight of building a happy birthday song, but also the full guide tutorial on how to build it, how to program it, and also other challenges which you're going to be facing when you're building this project. Oh, and if you're thinking which device am I actually using in this video, I'm not using my device in this video. Actually, this is my device right here. I normally use this device to edit my videos and make my videos and post for you guys, but actually not using my device right now. Actually borrowed the device, and that is not good. So I want you to help support. If you can support in any way, check out my link in the description to get to my Patreon, or support me with anything you get in my Patreon, or let me know in the comment section below if you want to support me get my device fixed. Yeah, I got an issue with my touch screen and the screen. It got some kind of lines on it, and I cannot be able to make videos on it, like to edit videos on it. So I really need your support. So if you can help in any way, let me know, and I really appreciate that. Let's go back to the video. I was scrolling through on YouTube some few days ago, and I got an insight on Max Imagination making a happy birthday melody song. I thought of the video and also practiced on making this video. I took up my Arduino Uno, took up my Arduino materials, and make the programming and also program the circuit. The circuit works pretty fine, and that is why I want to share this important idea to you and to Max Imagination for giving me this full detailed knowledge on how to build a melody song. Didn't use its exact coding or other materials. I made my own circuit much upgraded and much beneficial. Stay to the end of this video to get great insight, and do well to subscribe. Full credit to Max Imagination in the end. To make the building of this project possible, this is all the project items I need. In making this happy birthday song melody sound possible, the first thing which you're going to be coming to your mind, which is the project which I'm going to be using, is actually the Arduino Uno. Yeah, the Arduino Uno is actually a microcontroller which is capable for taking Arduino programming coding and actually works with that. If you don't really know about how Arduino works, check out my video with link in the description where I talked about Arduino and real quick. Planning ahead to make another Arduino video to explain more details. So first off, you're going to be programming the Arduino, which is going to be playing the happy birthday melody. Let's do it. To make the circuit possible, you're going to be using some few LEDs, the 8-ohm speaker, a breadboard for connections, and also some jumper wires for broad connections. Do well to stay to the ending of this video to get great insight and full detail knowledge. Also, I didn't mention, in making the Arduino programming possible, you're going to be using an Arduino cable. This side is going to be connected to your laptop, while this side is going to be connected to your Arduino, like so. Let's program. Now this is the Arduino code which is going to be programming to the Arduino. As you can see, these are the notes which are going to be inputted into the Arduino. Depending on the type of notes, depending on the type of sound which the Arduino is going to be playing. And if you go down here, you're going to see the main Arduino coding. This is the Arduino coding, and let's quickly make the program. And also a very important component which I'm going to be using in this video. I'm not going to review it right now, more at the end. Okay, that's enough for the review. Let's make the connections. Now the connections are very simple to the Arduino and everything. Now each positive side of this LED is going to be connected to pin 9, pin 11, and pin 10. These three pins are the three bulb. This is the three pins which is going to be connected to the bulb positive, and all the ground of the bulb is going to be connected together and going to ground. Then the 8-ohm speaker is going to be connected to the pin 8, the digital 8 pin of the Arduino, and the other pin of the speaker, the ground, is going to be connected to ground. Now you're going to be asking me here, what is the diode used for? This is also a component which I'm using in this project, and this diode is doing a very good job right here. This diode prevents flyback. Yeah, it protects the Arduino from flyback current going back into the Arduino. So if the speaker, in the case of the speaker generating its own electricity in reverse way, we should want to go back to the Arduino. The flyback diode is going to shunt that electricity, and it's not going to go to the Arduino to destroy the Arduino. So that is why it's important to put your diode. This is actually a diode 1N4007. That's why it's good to put the diode when you're interfacing a speaker with an Arduino. Let's make the connection. Now this LED right here is going to play according to the rhythm. It's going to sync according to the rhythm and play along with the sound. Let's go back to the connection. Okay, now the circuit is done. The circuit, everything is connected successfully. Now to test it, the USB is going to be connected to my laptop for powering, and this is the circuit. This bulb is going to flow according to the rhythm. The speaker is going to sound the rhythm out, and this Arduino is doing all the jobs. So as I said earlier, the connections are correct. Let's start the circuit. Let's power on. That's the malfunction. Yeah, it works. The rhythm, it follows the rhythm. You can see it. It works perfectly. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my dear. Happy birthday to you. You can see the speaker. It sounds. And it follows the rhythm. You can see the Arduino coding right here. And the cable used to power the Arduino. And yeah. Now, I don't know if you can remember in the intro of this video, I mentioned a component which I didn't mention what is the use of that component, but now I'm going to be talking about the use of this component. This is actually a transistor. Yeah, I'm going to be improving my project. I want to power this high speaker. Yeah, I want to power this loud speaker to make my rhythm much louder. So to make that possible, I need to amplify the sound. Yeah, connecting this output, the Arduino output directly to this large speaker is not going to be that loud, so I'm going to be using this transistor to make it possible. I use a BC. It's actually a B72772. I don't know if you can see it clearly. My camera can focus. B772, but you can use any alternative NPN transistor that can handle a lot of current to power large speakers. If you don't have this particular one, which I have, so this is what I'm going to be using to amplify. If you don't really know how amplification works on transistor, you can go check out my video, link in the description, on how I explain how transistor can be able to amplify current and actually power anything. So let's make the connections, and this is where I'm going to be connecting it. This first pin is actually collector, the center pin is base, and the last pin is emitter. The emitter is going to be connected to ground, the collector is going to be connected to the positive side of the speaker, and the base is going to be connected to the output of the Arduino 8. Yeah, the pin 8. The pin 8 of the Arduino is going to be connected to the base of the transistor. Normally, you're going to put a resistor for it to save the transistor so that if the volt is more than 0.7 volts, it's going to be protected. But I'm not going to be using that. You can use it in your project to make your project more safe. But I'm thinking that the output of the Arduino is very low. Putting a resistor will make it more lower, and it's not going to run the transistor fully. So I'm just ignore that. So if you want to put it, you can put it. It's important. It's important. Put it. Okay, so let me make the connections as quick as possible. Okay, connections are done successfully. Let's test. So the help of the transistors amplifies the volume and makes the connection very simple. I want to give the full credit to Max Imagination for giving me this great idea. I hope you see this video and actually promote me on your social media site. Let's go to the conclusions of this video. Thank you. So here's the full breakdown. In this video, you use a booster, but in my video, I'm using an 8-ohm speaker and even much larger boosters. Also, use your Arduino Nano to make this project, and I'm using an Arduino Uno because I don't have an Arduino Nano. You actually use 3 LEDs to connect this project to sync with the rhythm. I actually use that too. It didn't use your transistor, but I use mine to make my own upgraded. I use the transistor to make mine upgraded, and I think mine is like an upgraded type. So full credit to Max Imagination. Do well to check the link in the description to get to my Patreon, which I post the coding and other important information about the circuit. Stay tuned. Just want to say thank you very much for watching the video to the end. I really appreciate you. If so, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and also support me on Patreon. Support my support on behalf of my device having an issue. Get to my Patreon and support with anything you get. I really appreciate that, and thank you very much for reaching out. Also check out Max Imagination's video to get his own tutorial where it discusses how to make this birthday melody sound. It's really a nice thing to do to get an insight from Max Imagination. Do also check out his channel, subscribe, and a shout out to Max Imagination, and full credit to Max Imagination for giving me this kind of great idea to make this project. Thank you very much, Max Imagination. I hope you see this video and actually promote me on your social site. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Okay, let's go.